Hi everyone. Welcome. This is your first tapping session. This is for our general complex trauma release. So, hi, my name is Annie. I'm the owner of Feathers of Clarity. I am also a certified master EFT and TFT practitioner. So hi. This is a general tapping session, so which means that it's not as I didn't make the sequence as powerful as it would be like if we were working together one-on-one and targeting like a really specific issue for you. I made it general so that I could like put it out there free for everybody to use, but it won't be as effective as like one-on-one, but it still be really powerful. So what is tapping? Well, it's you can think it similar to acupuncture without the needle part. So basically we are tapping different meridian point that we have all over our body in a certain sequence during a certain amount of time. And what it does is it actually it releases what we're working on. It's kind of it's a symbiosis. Is it the right word? Sorry, I'm French. It's kind of a teamwork between the power of word and the power of releasing the energy. So that's the EFT part. The TFT part is actually silence. We are just connecting with our emotions. So it's a teamwork between what we feel really inside, like the real emotion, like deeply, and the release while tapping to release the energy. So what else do you need to know? About 20% of the population doesn't respond to tapping. So if it happens to you, that's okay. If this is still powerful because I'm mixing both the EFT and TFT. Generally, most people will just do the either one or the other. I like to mix them both together to get a more powerful effect. Now is the time for you to pause, to get a paper, a pen, and I would suggest, if you're shy, to maybe find a place where you can be just you by yourself and where you feel free to talk aloud, because the first part of the tapping will be talking aloud. And also I'm gonna show you in a second, but the like the tapping, it kind of it can look weird in public if you start like doing this. So maybe find a quiet place where you can actually really connect to yourself and feel good. So I might look at my notes because there's a lot of point, and I just want to make sure that I don't do anything out of what I actually worked on and planned. And what else? Oh yeah, you can experience lightheaded symptom afterward, or even during. Sometimes it happens. It's completely normal. It'll pass. You can have burst of unpredicted emotion, like you can just start crying or start maybe feeling more anxious or stuff like that. It's just the emotion like releasing. It's completely normal. Normally it lasts a couple of hours, depending on how sensitive you are and how deep the tapping actually went for you, so how receptive you are to the tapping. And yeah, drink a lot of water afterwards. It helps to just get rid of toxins in the body and like help with the actual energy flow inside your body. So it helps release everything. Okay, I think that's it. If I forgot something, there's gonna be notes in the description video, but I think that's about it. If you try this and it works for you and you like it and you'd like something more specific for you, just send me an email, a private message. I'm gonna leave the email in the description box. I don't have a schedule yet, so, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't like to work with everybody. We have to click, we have to have a vibe together, so that like the connection flows correctly and it's friendly and it's not like yeah, we have to click basically. That's the most important thing for me, because otherwise, like, I can try to help you as much as I can, but if we don't click, or if you don't believe in it, it's just gonna be a waste of time for you and for me. So yeah, but if you want, if you like my vibe, if you like my energy, if you like this and you'd like to work with me, just send me a message and we'll figure things out. Okay, so first off, the tapping point. So we have, when I say top of the head, it's straightforward. Top of the head. Third eye would be like just here about. And when I say eyebrow, it's, whoops, sorry, it's here, like just the corner. Whoops, I didn't want to put the wrong finger there. So just the corner of the eye here. And when we say the actual corner of the eye, it's ear, under eye, under nose, chin is right here, collarbone, underarm is like right here. If you're a lady, it's where your bra strap hits. If you're a guy, I don't know what to tell you, maybe about 2-3 inch under the arm. That's about where you have to hit. And we have inside the thumb, so like that part here where, inside the thumb. Okay, sorry. And then we have outside of the index, so this way, this finger, the ring finger, the pinky. And we have what we call the karate chop. So like if you put your hand like that, and you just tap here. So that's the karate chop. And those are basically your tapping points. Okay, so right now I'm gonna ask you to concentrate. Just take a really, really deep breath. And oh my god, it feels great. Can we take another one? Okay. So let's just concentrate on something that you've lived in your life that was a really traumatic event for you. You don't need to say anything. That's the great thing about tapping. You don't have to sit in an office and relate and relive everything that happens. Like, you just have to connect to the emotion that you lived, and that's it. So that's part of why I really like this sort of therapy. So now, if you connect to the traumatic experience that you'd like to release today, I'm going to ask you to take your piece of paper and your pen and to rate how you're feeling right now. From 1 being, it doesn't affect me at all, to 10 being, okay, I'm really, really, like, this is distressful for me. It's difficult. I'm already almost crying. Like, so just take a second and just rate how you're feeling, because that's how we know how many times you have to do the sequence to be able to go about your day, basically. Just another note, these can be done, there's no limit, but with those long sessions that are more emotional, I'd say, I would suggest like maybe just kind of once a day, or if you really, really, really need it. And to release the complex trauma, like, it's not going to be like a one-shot deal. You're going to have to do this on a, like, frequently, basically, and be consistent with it. At some point though, you're going to have to, like, you'll notice in your reading that if you like, let's say today you're starting at 8, maybe if you do this like 3-4 times a week or every day for 2 weeks, at the end, your starting rate will probably maybe be already a 4 or a 3. The goal is to go 2 or 3 or below, because it's really that's what's really gonna drop, like, the stress, the anxiety, the pain, everything that is related to this particular event. Okay, so now that we have all this. Okay, this one I'm just gonna read because I want to make sure that I read it like properly. So place your hand on your heart. We're just gonna take another breath. Okay, and while we're tapping the carotid point, chop point here, I don't know if you see me. Okay, so you're just gonna repeat out loud, and we're gonna say this statement 3 times, just to prepare yourself. You're just gonna repeat after me, and while tapping this point. So I always tap with like 2 fingers like that, and I think, yeah, I'm gonna go this way, basically. Yeah. Okay, so let's start. Even though I have experienced multiple traumatic experiences in my life, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have experienced multiple traumatic experiences in my life, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have experienced multiple traumatic experiences in my life, I completely love and accept myself. And now we're going to start with the EFT part. So out loud, we're going to say this short statement, which is traumatic experiences. And we're going to say it each time we do the tapping. So basically you just follow me. And I'm used to this, so I leave space in between so that you can repeat. Okay, so let's go ahead. Top of the head, traumatic experiences. Third eye, traumatic experiences. Eyebrow, traumatic experiences. Corner of the eye, traumatic experiences. Under the eye, traumatic experiences. Under the nose, traumatic experiences. Chin, traumatic experiences. Collarbone, traumatic experiences. Underarm, traumatic experiences. And inside the thumb, traumatic experiences. Outside the index, traumatic experiences. Outside the middle finger, traumatic experiences. Ring finger, traumatic experiences. And pinky, traumatic experiences. And now we're gonna tap the carotid chub about 15 to 20 times while saying traumatic experiences. So traumatic experiences, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and you can take a deep breath here. And now we're gonna go to the TFT part. So that's the part where we don't say anything, but we really connect with the actual experience. So the same experience that you rated earlier, you're gonna connect with this for this part. And so yeah, let's just go ahead and do so. So we're gonna tap the edge of the eyebrow 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Under the eye 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Under the arm 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the collarbone 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna do what we call the gamut series. So that part is weird a little bit. So just follow, and yeah. But it works. It's supposed to be like that. It's just a little bit weird. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to tell you about the gamut point though. So right between those fingers, about, I don't know, maybe half an inch, there's an hollow here, and that's what we call the gamut point. So that's what we're gonna tap while we do the other stuff. So basically you're gonna look right ahead, right like forward to you, and we're gonna close our eyes and open our eyes. We're gonna look down at our right without moving our head. Well, I am, because I'm reading, but you're not supposed to move your head. So we're gonna look down right, back to the center, look down left, back to the center. We're gonna roll our eyes in one direction. and we're gonna do it in the other direction. And now, that's the weird part. We're gonna hum the song Happy Birthday. I choose Happy Birthday because everybody around the world knows this, so it's pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead. And while always looking forward for you guys, we're gonna count 1 to 5 out loud. So 1, 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're gonna count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna hum the Happy Birthday song again. So and we're gonna tap again while connecting always with the emotion. We're gonna do 5 times edge of the eyebrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Under the eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Under the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the collarbone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna do a, without moving our head, a floor to ceiling eye roll. So basically we're gonna look down and slowly up to the ceiling and back to the center. And now we're gonna place a hand on our heart, and we're gonna say, we're gonna just take basically deep breaths, and on each exhale we're gonna say this statement. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to read for this one. So let's go ahead and take our first deep breath. So, and exhaling, we're saying, I completely love and accept myself, and I'm liberated. Second deep breath. And we're releasing. I completely love and accept myself, and I'm liberated. And the third deep breath. And release. I completely love and accept myself, and I'm liberated. So that's it for that. And okay. And now we're going back to the EFT part. And while we're tapping all the points of the EFT, we're going to say this statement: liberated from traumatic experiences. So let's go ahead and do that. So top of the head, liberated from traumatic experiences. Third eye, liberated from traumatic experiences. Eyebrow, liberated from traumatic experiences. Corner of the eye, liberated from traumatic experiences. Under the eye, liberated from traumatic experiences. Under the nose, liberated from traumatic experiences. Chin, liberated from traumatic experiences. Collarbone, liberated from traumatic experiences. Under the arm, liberated from traumatic experiences. Inside the thumb, liberated from traumatic experiences. Outside the index, liberated from traumatic experiences. Middle finger, liberated from traumatic experiences. Ring finger, liberated from traumatic experiences. And pinky, liberated from traumatic experiences. And again, we're going to tap the carotid chub point. Liberated from traumatic experiences. And we're going to count 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And a deep breath. We're going back to your paper, and we're going to rate again how you're feeling about the traumatic experience that you first thought of at the beginning. So if you rated, let's say 8, and you're now 5, you would have to do this sequence again. So basically rewind this video and start at the beginning with the first statement, and just do the whole thing all over again until you come back to this rating spot here. It's at 22 minute. So if you then rate 3 or below, you can just do the last step that we're gonna do right now. And if you're already 3 or below, you can just do the last step and go about your day. But it's really, really important that you repeat the sequence until you're 3 or below. Otherwise, it's almost pointless, because it will help you. Like, if your rating drops, it's good, because it means emotionally you're liberating something. But to have the maximum effect, it's better if you're under 3 or below, like 1, 2, or 3. 4 is even good. Like 4 is okay too. Like if you're not able to drop below 4, it's like you don't have to do this like all day. 4 is fine too. So the last step, we're gonna place our hand on our heart and take 3 deep breaths. And with each exhale, we're gonna repeat the statement that I'm gonna read to you. So let's go ahead and take our first deep breath. And release. And repeat. Now that I have acknowledged and released all of these traumatic experiences, I completely love and accept myself, and I'm liberated. Second deep breath. And release. Now that I have acknowledged and released all of these traumatic experiences, I completely love and accept myself, and I'm liberated. And our third deep breath. And release. Now that I have acknowledged and released all of these traumatic experiences, I completely love and accept myself, and I'm liberated. And that's it. So that's a full tapping session, and I hope it will help you. I really, really do hope it will help you. I know that most people that I've done this with, maybe just one person didn't respond as much, but it's just that they didn't believe it would work. So, and as I said, it's not everybody that actually that it's actually working for. But if it does help you, please, I'd be grateful if you'd let me know, because I always like to know if it works, if it doesn't. And again, if you ever need help or you have question or anything like that, feel free to message me on all the social platforms I'm on, or just through email. So that's it. I hope it will help you release those traumatic experience without really having to relive everything and dig deep and just have to explain all that happened to somebody. Like, this technique is made to be able to release, and over time, and not having to dwell emotionally so much on the actual traumatic event. So that's it. Have a beautiful day, and I'm sending loads of love and light your way. So take care. Bye bye.